If you want to know where the price of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the wider markets is heading to, then this is the channel for you. A couple of weeks ago, while everyone was talking about a super cycle, I pleaded with you and I said Bitcoin has never, ever, on the monthly, ever seen more than 2 consecutive green candles during a bear market. I discussed that during this period, we've never seen 3 consecutive green candles. Again, never seen it. And again, we have never seen more than 2 consecutive green candles. Yet most of you wanted to get drunk and high with your friends. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to close on a monthly red candle. If you don't believe me, this is the video I made. Never consecutively closed more than 2 monthly green candles. I'm predicting without a shadow of a doubt that this candle in May will be red. Bitcoin is at a pathetic 75,000 US dollars and some change, while the S&P 500 is close to another all-time high. But some of you didn't want to believe me. I kept on pleading with you, telling you that we're going to see lower prices. Unfortunately, most bulltards disappear when they see red candles. They're going to disappear into the ether. On my left is a current bear market. On my right is the previous bear market. It almost looks picture perfect. Yet they want to convince you that this time is different. In 2026, we formed a dead cat bounce. In 2022, the previous cycle, we done the same thing. We swept the highs in 2026. Likewise, we swept the highs in the previous bear market. We formed an upthrust. Everyone was super bullish during that time. Likewise, the previous cycle, we formed an upthrust. Everyone was extremely bullish during that time. There were no more buyers left, and then we hurdled all the way down, formed selling climax, and volume stepped in. Likewise, in the previous cycle, there were no more buyers left, formed selling climax, and the volume stepped in. We formed distribution and an upthrust. Likewise, we formed distribution and a further upthrust. Everyone during that time was telling you, was pleading with you to buy the fucking dip. We broke this triangle pattern and then broke this diagonal trend line. Likewise, we done the same thing and we broke down this trend line. We formed another selling climax, and so we formed a further selling climax. Now, currently, we are right over here. We're doing the same thing that we've always done, yet this time is different. In the previous cycle, we formed an upthrust. In this cycle, we formed an upthrust. Everyone during that time was telling you that Michael Saylor has arrived, that we're gonna see higher prices, that 60K was the bottom. I heard the exact same thing in the previous cycle. They called it green candle therapy. They said we're gonna go up higher, and this indeed was the bottom. And yet we saw another capitulation. Crypto is a game of fear and greed, and you should be fading every bull during a bear market. You know, on my channel, I just tell you the truth. I don't ever lie to you, I only tell you the truth. Most participants hate me for this. We're in a structural bear market. This is the views across all the channels, and ladies and gentlemen, we continue to decline. This is Ethereum on the monthly, and I've done the same thing in the previous episode. I said almost guaranteed that this will end on a red monthly candle. Check this. Now count with me, because I know some of you are really slow back there. In the previous bear market, we only had how many consecutive green candles? Right over here, we have 2 consecutive green candles. This is only the 2nd of May, ladies and gentlemen. We haven't closed. So by the end of the month, this shall and will be red. Ethereum is no different. The previous cycle, we formed an upthrust. This cycle, we formed an upthrust. There was no more buyers left, and we hurdled into selling capitulation. The volume increased during that time. In the previous cycle, an upthrust was formed, and we hurdled into selling climax. There were no more buyers left. We further continued into distribution. Everyone at that time was calling for higher prices. All the bulltards was screaming for higher prices. We formed an upthrust, and you see this diagonal trend line. Well, we done it in the previous cycle as well. Picture that. We broke down into selling climax, and we broke down again into selling climax. Right now, it's not looking good, ladies and gentlemen, for ETH. We done the exact same thing. Almost the carbon copy. We broke down this ascending channel, we kissed it and hurdled down. Likewise, in the previous cycle, we're doing the same thing. We could see some more choppy action and then a higher low. If history repeats, we can do something similar like this and chop around and form a higher low. If we break down all the way to this trend line, then I'm gonna buy with both arms and feet. Some honorable mentions: currently shorting Tau. And our Tau, I'm looking for a green monthly close in May, and then the real pain starts in June. Every single cycle we've done the same thing, ladies and gentlemen. Every single cycle we've done the same thing. In 2024 of May we close green, in 2025 of May we close green, and in this current cycle it will close green. Likewise, in June, every single June, that following month, we closed red. And again, this year, we're going to close red. Another honorable mention is Zcash. Zcash is going to print me a lot of money, ladies and gentlemen. I'm currently shorting it. We're doing the same thing that we've done in the previous cycle. Nothing is different, ladies and gentlemen. We're doing a double top right over here, hurdle down another right shoulder, and the rest was history. You can overlay this fractal right over here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to head down, form another right shoulder, and the rest is history. And finally, just to dance on those smelly, dirty bulltards, I said this almost a year ago. I'll find you the timestamps. And I said the Fed has to raise interest rates.